Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War, the Russian campaign, and stuff has been set on fire that we're in the process of repairing. We've got these guys who are sort of sniffing around and going sort of that direction, in case anybody decides to sort of give us any problems. Now, we are in the process of building up a navy. Now, our navy is in the process of being built here. You can see it's pretty substantial, and we've got some more being built, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so 8 more turns and then our navy will be kick-ass enough to deal with the likes of those naughty Spanish harlots who will be down here on the other side near Gibraltar, and you know, essentially dealing with trade issues, so we'll have trade problems. So Gibraltar would be a good place to attack. It is a big fort though, that's the only drawback. But if we were to able to get hold of that, then we can form a blockade here, and it also means that we can then use that to stop the French moving in and out of the Mediterranean, and also enables us to blockade off the Mediterranean. If we can reduce the chances of the French having any kind of port that enables them to only come through here, then we'll be in a position of strength. We want to stop these guys basically sniffing around, which is essentially what they're doing. So that's the direction, but we're obviously 8 turns away from that. Now, what we should probably do is look at getting our nice armies. So we've got this gentleman here. Now, if we have a look at their general happiness, you can see they're not too bad. It's, you know, there's still garrison forces, people in government, government buildings, government type. So it's not too bad, really. Resistance to foreign occupation. So we started taxing them again, so in that regard it's not too bad. The only drawback is it's Orthodox, and it should really be Catholic. Now, we are building a cannon foundry, but what are our options? Here. So we could build a theatre, but no, that's not good. Can we build, like, because what I'm thinking is a church or something along those lines, so maybe we can build something nearby there. So that's going to be a wineries. What other options do we have? Nothing there. That's a commercial port. So the problem is we're going to have so many Orthodox, not enough Catholicism there, and that's really what's going to cause the problem. There's religious differences, so I'm going to need to build a church somewhere and create some guys who can essentially convert the populace. Now, the Opera House, Ordnance Factory. What do we need? Cannon Foundry, Tax Office, Theatre. I'm guessing it's an actual research issue. Let's see, Civil. Enables the building of Court of Appeals, okay. Research rate. Other stuffs. Supreme Court, Modern University, Masonic Lodge, no. No. Banking houses are good because they generate a decent amount of money. Now a dean over here. Yeah, that's the one we're repairing. So we should bring that one back up. We really need to build a church of some sort. Now let's have a look. You can see there we're friendly, we're allied with quite a lot of people, we're hostile. Now, these guys, unfortunately, we're trading with everyone that can trade. And most of them, if we're not allied with, we're at war with. So it's not that bad, really, under the circumstances. But really need to figure out the best place to build a church so that we can start creating or get religious men created so that they can start converting the populace, which is essentially the direction that we're going to want to go. We've also got a guy who's making his way through Europe down towards the Spanish mainland so that we can sniff out the area and just get a general gist of what's going on. That's essentially the situation we're looking at the moment now. Let's have a look. Agents, spy. Currently in Austria. That's that gentleman there. So you can see on his way through the base of France and into Spain. This gentleman, Oleg. There he is, somewhere. There's our boy. So, he's just kind of there to sort of keep an eye on the Austrians, really. Just to make sure that nothing's going on. We've got this guy here, who we might... Can we infiltrate? Let's give him a go. Damn it. He's been detected. You'll have to move him out of the way. Damn those French and their good counterintelligence. Okay. So, we've got... There we go, agents. Here we go. So we've got multiple gentlemen. They're all good. I'm wondering if it's worth using this guy to go down to Spain. And then use the other guy. As I pause to sneeze. Chew. Oh, how lovely. Phlegm ejection on the internet. How you guys must enjoy that. Oh dear. And we'll send these guys into France. This guy into France. So that way we at least... Why is his path blocked? Oh. There we go. We'll go round him. And get him into France. Down here somewhere. So we'll leave him to do that. While our other spy can make our way, or make his way into Spain. And we're going to sort of scout out the buildings and the areas. I'm expecting that the likes of Gibraltar will be quite heavily defended. I mean, you know, it doesn't seem... It seems like they've only got a small garrison there. Let's check that. So we may be lucky enough to get away with that. Now, obviously, over here by Istanbul, we've still got a good-sized army. I believe that's... there we go, it's the Baron. August von Brixen. Now, let's go and check to see where Kutsov is, because he's going to be our other boy. Now, he's in Istanbul. Yes, that place too. Now, these guys are moving back. I'm not sure why that is. Let's move them into here. So they can reinforce him. Now, let's have a look at our recruitment. Oh, yeah, well, we're already doing that, so... Oh, well, never mind. We'll have a few extras left over, which we'll leave there. Once they're fully up to speed, then we shall... You can see these numbers here are pretty low. We might want to consider recruiting new horse. See, Lancers and Hussars. We'll put some Lancers and Hussars in there. And then these guys who are in the army, because they're very low numbers, we'll send over to there, and they'll basically just sit there And that'll be a better option for us, I think. So, all quiet on the eastern front at the moment. But war will be coming, thanks to our navy being built up in the fine and ancient city of Istanbul. And another 8 turns. And also what we did do is we built a trade ship over here. So you can see that's turning into a commercial port. And there's a trade ship there. So we'll build another one of those. And you can see there's one of our trade ships there. So that's helped build more money in. And then we've got some other... There's another merchant trade ship who's on his way to that location. More trade. Good. More money. How we heartily approve. So as you can see, 9589 money coming in next term, which is a lot of money for us to play around with, which is a good situation for us. Now, the only drawback obviously is with the likes of this particular town here is the problems relating to their unhappiness and their orthodoxy. Sorry, let's just check. Yeah, Orthodox, 50% Orthodox, 50% was Islam. So really we kind of need to sort of work on getting a church somewhere. Now let's have a look. Let's just stop that a second. No, that's not going to work. Let's leave that. Right, okay. Now if we were to go up to Moscow, for example, and have a look here. Secret society. See, it spawns spies, it doesn't spawn religious people. That's the problem. So converting, I suppose I would need to build a church of some sort in order to convert the populace. But it's where I build that is the question. Now, let's have a look at our building browser. Ordnance Factory, College, Dry Dock. See, that's the only one they can build there is a starport, which is not what I want. I want the ability to build some kind of church. I'll have to look into that a bit further. I might even ask my illustrious colleague Malakith Gardi for a bit of guidance, as he is infinitely better at this game than I am. As you probably may have noticed, anyway. Let's see. Now. See some more trade there. And trade is going well there. So we just have to wait for these boys to finish. Nothing else we can do. Let's end the turn. And there's one of our spies moving over. Now, one thing we need to do is keep an eye on the campaign map to see, because the Prussians are fighting against the French, the Austrians are in their centre, you've got the Italians down by the south. So it's just a matter of seeing what happens. Now, if for whatever reason, like the Austrians break the alliance with the Prussians and go after them, then there's a possibility we may have to attack the Austrians in order to stop them getting too big. Oh, there we go. That's the Italian state fighting against the Austrians, and the Austrians losing a battle, and the Italians kicking the Austrians' ass there, down by the base of Italy. Here's Denmark, Norway. And the Kingdom of Spain. Oh, now they're attacking the English. How lovely. Right, so, who's been blocked? This gentleman here. Yeah, well, good for you. So, what we'll do is... Well, that guy's going to Spain, so why don't we send this guy here into Milan. and try and infiltrate. Damn it, he's been detected. God damn, these guys are good. Let's move in there. And the beautiful music continues. Lovely. So there's another merchantman trade ship. A new nation has arrived. The protectorate, or the electorate of Hesse and Kassel. There in the centre. Not far from Hanover, Germany. Construction report, Court of Justice in Rumelia, and Sparta wine yards in Greece. Lovely. And path block, which we know about. So, let's continue. Oh, heavens, look at that. Austrian boaties against the others. Okay. So, let's see. He's going into there. Can he go into there? Yes, he can. And these guys, as you can see now, full army, all good. So those are the damaged horses, so to speak. We might want to consider how long till they replenish. Oh, they seem to be okay at the moment. Right. But what we will need to start doing is maybe moving our forces, or, well, I mean, I'm going to put the forces onto that boat, so then the boat will sail down here, and then probably pick up these guys as well. Now, let's see. Tax burden, okay. See, it might, as a result of growth, give us another option. You know what? I'm thinking, let's upgrade some roads and just improve the general area. It will increase the speed at which my troops can actually get around. So it can only be a good thing. Good stuff. That will help out. Now, let's have a look down here. As you can see, good. And that's turning into a commercial port, which is even better. So it means more trade can come into the base of Greece. Now, let's see, wine estates. Can I create anything after wine estates? Nobility will be happier. And yeah, that might be a good idea to do that next turn. Let's see how much we get next turn. Yeah, 8,000. So it might be worth turning that into wine estates, see what we can do with that. Lumber mill. That'll help generate more wealth. What's that? Supply warehouse. What options do we have? Market, okay. Classical university. Members club. See, that's spies. I don't want spies. But it could be that we can change that to a classical university to speed up research. A stud farm. Let's see. 100 to cavalry in the area. Let's keep looking just in case we got a better option. If not, we might go for the stud farm. That's being done. And that's probably a banking house, yeah. A manufactory. 250 wealth. And that one, -1 happiness, let's go for. See, that's -1 happiness because of the thing, but it gives us additional wealth as well. So let's go that direction. So, the replenishment of the armies continues. Not exactly what you'd call riveting content, but you know, it's all part of the slow build-up for the campaign. Once we then move in towards Spain and those places. Don't know why I said that strangely. Spain. There's a guy making his way through France, down towards Spain. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the Austrian Navy. Hello. There's Vienna. And they're kicking the Spaniards out. Now, one thing we'll have to do next is look on the campaign map. Down the bottom here, just to see if France are starting to make any inroads. What they're doing. If it's going to cause any problems. Oh, it's the Dutch and the French having a fight. Oh, there they go. Oh, good. Mass mobilization. Fantastic. Increase on movement range. And an agent, a gentleman, has been recruited, so that's good. Now, what can we build there? Oh, a classical university, maybe. Or a members club. I think we'll build a classical university. So we'll move him out. And we'll go bomb in there. And then bomb in there. So that's good. Now, let's see. What's this? Admiral has become available. Hello, Admiral. Now, recruitment report. All of that lot in Rumelia. We'll go and have a look at them in a second. Building constructed the commercial port in Greece. Look at that. Glorious. It's a trading company. Wow. Improves capacity, increases trade values. We'll need that for the while. And there we go, building construction. This gentleman has been recruited in Rumelia, which we've dealt with. And an ancillary has been gained, a general, a bow. Oh, +1 command when leading. Nice. Right. So, let's have a look. Yeah, it's going down slightly. That's my concern, is eventually we're going to get to a situation where we're going to run out of money. Now, let's see over here. Probably have some guys standing outside, maybe. Because this is our army here. So I'm guessing it's going to be in this area here. There we go. Hello, boys. So, let's take out the lowest level recruits. Just send them up to there. And put those two in. And another one will need to come out. There we go. So there'll be no more recruitment for that army, so that army will be ready to go. And then we've also got a little group of army that can then move back into this area. So that will be a good thing. They will be able to embark and disembark in a bit once this particular navy is up to speed here. And you can see it's starting to improve and it's starting to get better. And still has 6 more turns to go. You can see here the 38 gun frigates along with these big old 86 gun ship of the lines. So that should make things quite good. So yeah, it's looking quite nice, I think. Now Here we go, the wine estates was the one that we wanted to do. +3 happiness, +3 happiness. That's definitely a thing that we're going to do. We want the happiness of our people. I'm still sounding a bit blocked up, especially through the nose. Give me a second. That probably sounds a little bit better now. Or maybe not. Maybe you're used to my usual nasal droning. But, let's see. So that's Court of Appeals. That's research, adds to repression in the region, enables you to recruit. Yeah, we're not really worried about that. What I think it's a case of is essentially continuing to build up our forces. Now, let's have a look at this map. So you can see the French are sort of being held there. You've got the Prussians starting to make a move, sort of, you know, maybe towards these guys, Mecklenburg-Strelitz. That's even how you pronounce it. My apologies to my German viewers for the assassination of your language. And let's see. So there is the Kingdom of Naples. And those guys are causing problems for the... Well, it looks like they're trying to support the Italians. So, let's see. Can this guy get in there? God damn it, he keeps getting detected. Let's move him over to there. Just leave him. Sons of bitches. Okay, now. Where's our other guy? Our other guy should be around here somewhere. It should be in France somewhere, I think. Oh, no, let's click on agents and find out. Ah, good old France. Here we go. So he's going to be making his way down there. You see him making his way past Aquitaine. And then down into this area. So I think what we might do is send him sort of down here first. And then down the side here to Gibraltar. To be honest, it's probably going to be a good idea if we had 2 spies in Spain because of the sheer size of the country. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. We could even attack Napoleon's hometown, which would be kind of slightly funny. But we can't really do it while, you know, you've got those guys there. And, you know, look at the range that they've got on the Mediterranean. So, let's go into our buildings. Now, I'm wondering if it's worth reducing the tax level by 1. Now, if that is done, there you go, it reduces the amount of money I've got available. But it also means that see, the happiness reduction. I mean, these guys are... Oh, wow. What can we do in the Zatari? Well, they are not happy, really. I mean, well, 15, so... So the tax burden will have reduced it somewhat as well. So I think we're going to do that. So that we reduce our income by about 5 grand, but we improve the happiness of everybody across the board, and also we increase the chances of growth and just general happiness. So I think that's a good route to go down. So that's a classical university being built. That factory, -2 happiness. What else can we build? So gunsmith. See, it's still... See, that still generates the wealth. -6 requirement for artillery in this area. And I don't think we're really recruiting artillery in that area, so I think a factory may be an option, but later. So, let's end the turn. As there's not really much else we can do at the moment, except because we're still moving all the forces into position and getting everything ready for our eventual attack on Spain. So my apologies if this is not what you would call the most riveting episode of Napoleon Total War, but it's unfortunate fact that because of the size of the country and the world, that it's going to take a little while to get all the forces into the position where we need them. So we're going to be building, and we want to make sure that if we do come across the Spanish Navy, that they don't take out our entire army when we got Kutuzov or whatever his face is on there. And that would be a tad unfortunate, and would spell a death blow for our campaign in Spain. Plus also it would be kind of unwise for me to push into Spain. Oh lovely. To push into Spain without having some idea of what is in there. You know, so it's just old-fashioned me, I suppose. It's just I'd rather be cautious than jump into something that there could be like a massive army there. So, you know, it's just one of those things. And if you're going to go, you go in strength. So, there you go, 5 more turns. So we'll get 2 of those, and then 38 gun frigates and 64 gunship of the line. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. Money is looking okay as well. We've got trade ships out. You can see here, good trade ships there. What's this boy doing down here? Gunsmith or manufactory? Let's go for the manufactory. I mean, I know it will make people unhappy, but it's also kind of Uhlans, Hussars, Musketeers, Jaegers, Cossack Cavalry. Ooh, how lovely. Russian Lifeguard Cossacks. Oh, they got nice lances. As the actress said to Bishop, mounted rifles. Let's have some of that. So, there we go. That's how things are looking at the moment in the world of the Russian Empire in Napoleon Total War. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and girls, have enjoyed the campaign thus far. I'm sorry there's been no battles in this particular episode, but I think you can understand that, you know, a lot of it is taking, you know, moving everything, getting into a strong position so that when we do make our attack onto Spain, we're in a position of strength and it's less likely to be a disaster. Maybe that makes me overcautious, I don't know, but, you know, you're welcome to chuck comments down at the bottom of the video. Let me know what you think, and obviously if you like the video, throw a like in the direction. We'll see you next time. Cheerio, guys.